This trade here was a second entry long and a failed second entry short. It's above this 50%. It's an important 50% retracement point here. There's a trend line going up through here. Maybe I'll stop to break even. Actually, no, I'm not. This is only a one contract trade. Already made my target for the day. Probably about 50% more than my normal target. Yeah, pull back to the top of the EMA here nicely and just drift it up. See if we can get up to the 72 area. This red line here at 71 was yesterday's low. It comes back to the trend line here. We'll see if it holds. No. Yes. 1300 trades before we finish the bar. The volume chart, 6500 volume chart. I noticed since the start of trading this year, there really hasn't been too many bars that are less than 8 ticks to be able to put our stop above or below a bar from our entry. So technically a lot of our trades would have had to have been entered by a limit order, and a lot of them would have been lost or missed actually. So I've just been entering and leaving my stop at 8 ticks from entry. If it's not below the signal bar or above the signal bar or below the swing or above the swing, then so be it. Sometimes I've moved it up or down, but if it keeps going, I might have to swap to a 5,000 chart or something. With, even a bar like this, even just a normal small bar like this, it looks like a small bar, is over 8 ticks, it's 9 ticks. So see if the rule works on a single bar. Yeah, there you go. 2 1/4 ticks. That's a good one. So here it is. 3 points. That's 12 ticks that bar. If that was an entry bar, signal bar, sorry. I wanted to enter here, 64.50. Stop goes at 61. That's 3.5 points. 14 ticks is too much. So yeah. So we look like we might hit this 6 ticks. I'll cover 2 points here. So actually I'll put my target at yesterday's low. Bring this one up to 69.
Target filled.
Oh, lo and behold. Murphy's Law in trading. I took five points profit on this trade instead of 6. And Murphy's Law probably says that it'll go up another 20 points. And I'll be just watching it. But now this trend line seems it's held 3 times so far. So it's held twice, sorry, but it's a total of 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. 1, 2, 3 touches it's had, which is very good. Shows that there's other traders that are not similar or the same. Similar or the same trend line. Go to the high here. Go to the lows on this bar. Looks to be about it. Here to the high. Check if there's a midline. Seems to be a midline on this one. And yeah, that's the end of the recording. Actually, I'll keep going for another couple of minutes. We'll see if I was right. Murphy's Law. That's one of the probably in the top 10 rules of trading psychology, along with fear of missing out, fear of losing money, fear of being wrong. Up there with those rules are fear of leaving money on the table. If I was trading 10 contracts and I took out 5 points, like $500, subconsciously, if I wanted more, I would have left it longer, but I was happy with what I had. That's what the market gave to me in a pretty short amount of time, just like the $250 I made. So actually 5 points on 10 contracts isn't $400, but it's $2,500.